balls, specifically blue balls if you're talking about mine. That's what I'm going to be using in this video to show you my top 10 stability ball exercises for a strong and stable core. Let's start off with number 10, reverse hyperextensions. And to do this, you want to roll forward on the ball like this so that your lower abdomen, thighs, and hips are resting on the ball. Bring your face down to the floor and then raise the legs up. You should feel the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back muscles engaged to raise those legs up. Keep your elbows bent so your face is down by the floor and repeat this 4 reps. You should really feel this in the erector spinae and the quadratus lumborum of the lower back, plus the glutes and hamstrings as well. Next is the forward ball roll. So what you want to do is have your arms completely extended, resting on the ball, hands clasped, and then go ahead and kind of suck it in to engage the transverse abdominis, keep the core tight, and then while kneeling like this, arms extended, roll the ball forward and let your body come forward, extending the arms straight, keeping your body as straight as possible, and then return to the starting position. This uses a stability ball to simulate what the ab wheel does. All right, so make sure that you keep your core tight while you do this. Don't let your hips sag. The whole idea is to really use the core to keep your body straight when you're in that extended position. You should also really feel the lats get a good stretch when your arms are extended, and also they should engage and assist when rising up to the top position. For exercise number 8, we're going to do jackknives. And to do a jackknife, you want to get your feet up on the stability ball. Arms should be fully extended, hands flat on the floor, and you should be facing the floor in a prone position. Now you're going to tuck the knees forward and then fully extend the legs. And repeat this for reps. While doing this exercise, it's important to gently draw your belly button inwards towards the spine, all right? Kind of like you're sucking it in to put on a pair of jeans. That's going to activate your transverse abdominis during this exercise. And it's going to help you keep the hips up and your body in a good alignment while performing it. This is a great exercise for your entire core, but especially the anterior core along with the hip flexors. You're really using those a lot to tuck those knees up. Exercise number 7 is called twisters, and you're going to do this in a prone position, arms fully extended, but when you get your feet on the ball, move the feet to the sides of the ball and find a good position where your feet are really holding on to the top sides. And what you're going to do here is just rotate your lower body. Notice that I'm keeping my torso facing straight towards the ground, but I'm rotating the hips so that my lower body is twisting from side to side. This is a lot more challenging than it looks, so be patient with it, work on it very carefully, but it is a great exercise. Although you'll feel this in the entire core, especially the anterior, it's really working your obliques with the twisting motion that you're doing. Number 6 is a classic exercise, but it's one that should not be ignored. This is great for the rectus abdominis, that is your six-pack muscles in the center of your abs. Just simply lay back on the stability ball like this, hands behind your head, and then do crunches. These are stability ball crunches. And let me tell you, what's beautiful about doing crunches on a stability ball is the back extension that you get when you go down to the starting position. So you get a good nice stretch in your back, and the abs are really stretched out, and then you come up and you get really full contraction of the entire rectus abdominis. I know crunches have a bad reputation in fitness because they are overdone, but as long as you don't only do them, they're still a good exercise, all right? And you can also hold a weight above you, any kind of object would do, just to add some weight to your crunches once they get to be too easy. And the benefit of that is you will strengthen your abs even more than if you just did them with body weight. Okay, for exercise number 5, we're going to get into what's called a V-hold. So you want to lay on the floor with the ball between your feet and then raise your feet up about mid-height on the stability ball. Grab the ball with your feet, put your arms overhead, raise the ball up to your hands, grab it, and then bring the ball down over behind your head. Then return back to the feet and drop it with the feet down to the floor. And this is the V-hold ball pass. This one mainly targets the rectus abdominis and hip flexors, but you're also working the thighs a little bit as well from grabbing the ball. And honestly, it's just a bit of fun to do this one. I really enjoy it. And for exercise 4, we're going to do another V-hold exercise, except we're going to raise it up into this L position and then hold it, and then do trunk rotations by rotating to one side. Once your foot hits the floor, rotate to the other side till the foot hits the floor. What I like about these V-hold trunk rotations is that they are working your obliques, just like any twisting exercise, but they're also really working your QL, the quadratus lumborum, along the sides of your lower back. You'll especially feel it on the QL as you're doing the negative. As you're lowering the ball to the floor, your QL feels it by stabilizing the movement. All right, and now for one of my favorites. This is Russian twists on a stability ball. What you're going to do is get into this tabletop position. Your upper back, your neck, and your shoulders are resting on the ball. Arms are up, extended to the sides, and hips are raised so your torso and hips are level. Bring your hands together, arms extended straight out in front of your face like this. And what you want to do is rotate the torso, following your hands with your eyes, and then returning to the middle position and rotating in the other direction. Notice that the side that I'm rotating towards, that foot and leg are pivoting to support myself during the movement. That's important because you don't want to fall off the ball. Don't underestimate this exercise. It is much more challenging than it looks because of the support required. Your entire body is working to support yourself in this tabletop position as you do the twists. For exercise number 2, you're going to need something long like a broomstick or this thing that I have, which is just a spare piece of wood trim. And the reason why you're going to have this is to keep your arms level during this exercise. So roll forward into the tabletop position with your hips raised, upper back and shoulders and head on the ball, and make sure that broomstick or whatever you're using is across your chest so your arms are level. And now you're going to shuffle your feet and move to one side of the ball so that here my left shoulder blade is off the ball. Then I'm going to shuffle my feet in the other direction until my right shoulder blade is off the ball. Here's a side view so you can see that I'm really trying to keep those hips up. When you're doing this exercise and you're moving from side to side, especially when your entire side is off the ball, you're going to want to drop the hips. Make sure you keep them up because that's what makes it so challenging. And here from a rear camera angle, you can see that these lateral ball rolls do not require too much movement. It is literally just your one shoulder blade off the ball that makes it so challenging. And then moving to the other side, you can see my left shoulder blade will be off the ball, and then I move back. So don't underestimate this one either. All these exercises are actually more challenging than they look. And now, exercise number 1. Come forward on the ball, kneeling on it, and then very carefully raise your torso up so you are upright and your hands are off the ball as you kneel. And you can see here I'm taking my time, and there we go. This is the ball balance, and this is not for strength by any means. This will not build a strong, huge six-pack or anything like that. This is for stability, 100%. As you practice the ball balance, you'll notice that in order to hold this position, you have to learn how to fire different muscles, all the different muscles in your core, very quickly and accurately. And this is what really lends to your stability, okay? It's going to improve stability dramatically, and it's also going to just improve your balance overall. Another thing you can do while you're balancing on the ball is start moving around. I like to do sort of Russian twists. So I just put my arms out in front of me and I try to twist my torso in one direction. And as you can see here, it makes the stability a lot harder. So go ahead and challenge yourself in whatever ways you can. And I would never suggest you risk hurting yourself, but I have a lot of fun trying to get into the ball balance as fast as possible. So just rep after rep trying to land one. It's so much fun. Give it a shot. All right, and thank you so much for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. Drop a like if I've helped you in some way, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.
Hey! Oh, yeah. Okay.